what is the meaning of a divine union? Divine union is how can we be united with the divine? What is the method? If I want to, lucky, today I've connected the, many of you use the earbud. How did I connect the earphone to the Zoom call? There is a union. There has to be a connection, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. There has to be some connection. What is this connection? So like that, my subject today is how can there be a divine union? And I want you to attempt the answer to this. So let us start. I think you all are just getting accustomed to my voice from lounge. But okay, right? Audio, video is all good, right? No problem. So who would like to start? I am unusually, I'm hoping I don't miss you. Let me hear the first question. Do you have a divine union? Do you? If you have a divine union, you tell me. You tell me how you develop this divine union. Give me your examples. Let us start. Who will go? How do you develop? How can you develop? How do you develop a divine union? Or you don't know the meaning? Or you don't understand the importance of it? Krishna and Rajendra, thank you for starting the call. Krishna and Rajendra. Unmute Krishna. Krishna, unmute.
Yes, sir. Shivoham.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, my divine union is through a guru. When I connect to a guru, I know the guru is a realized master. So my connection is through a guru. The router is through a guru. Otherwise, it is through the teachings. Because once you said, no, there are two tracks in the spiritual journey. Is it that actually I did not understand the question much? So you first said you should evolve in consciousness at the same time be in yoga.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of divine union?
Divine union, see, divine union means to understand that I am divine, to get that connection with the God within us.
Divine union can be prema yoga. Divine union can be dhyana yoga. Divine union can be bhakti yoga. Divine union can be karma yoga, can be jnana yoga. So divine union can be yoga. Yoga itself is one method of divine union, but there are other methods. And today I'm trying to ask you, how can we develop a divine union?
Okay, so from my understanding, the divine yoga, because dire we are detaching ourselves from the worldly thoughts and all that. So we are in a kind of a divine yoga.
Beautiful.
And we are trying
beautiful. Beautiful. Very beautiful answer. See, what is Krishna telling? Let me give it the right word, Krishna. What Krishna is saying, my way of developing a divine union is to be away from bhoga. Because if I'm away from bhoga, then I am able to go into yoga. Am I right? This is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because the more thoughts are, we think more about the calls, we think more about the subject, we try to improve more. So our consciousness is dire evolving better. We are able to understand your words better. Pehle comprehend hi nahi kar sakte the. Abhi we are able to understand.
Am I very complicated? Am I very difficult to understand?
No, but for us to really absorb it, is now becoming more easier to and even when you said kuch ho jayenge to Krishna, that also I now adapted. It was nice. It was simple tips which you are giving.
Now the second point you're bringing about. How can I develop a divine union? Because I keep telling myself, Krishna, Krishna. Yeah. See, I'm asking you, each one of you, how do you develop that divine union? How can you develop and how do you develop? There are two questions today you have to answer. And if you don't develop, then I have to help you. If you don't develop the divine union, I have to help you. Because if you are not in the divine union, you are not in yoga, then Girish will say noga. There is no noga. If you are not in yoga, you are in bhoga. Girish, that middle point which you talked about noga, there is no noga, Girish. Either we are in yoga or we make it seesaw. Have you seen the seesaw sitting like in the center like this? Have you seen seesaw? Either seesaws like this or seesaws like this. Either you are in yoga or you are in yoga. This yoga business is no good. No, remember noga, no, noga means no good. Noga is no good. If you are in bhoga, quickly come up into yoga. You can say Krishna, Krishna. So I told you when I could not manage, I went into Prema Yoga. And now for me, Prema Yoga is a very beautiful way because you experience the divine.
Yes.
You only see the divine. You only see Bhagavan. You don't see insan. You don't see shaitan. You don't see insan. You don't see shaitan. You only see Bhagavan. How? Today the question is how. So good Krishna, good start. You can come back on second round, Rajinder. And after Rajinder, we have got Chidanand and Raji. Rajinder.
Sir, I think firstly I
Please
have to
keep in
work
mind,
for.
I have to run away to take my flight or I'll miss my flight. So after 6 o'clock, don't wait, don't expect I will drag the call. The moment it
Okay,
gets time for the call, I will run to the flight. So
sir,
be quick
sir,
today. Rajinder.
sir, I am. Sir, I think that by first time we have to work for self-realization. Self-realization जब हम काम करेंगे तो naturally we will be जिज्ञासु ज्ञानी and we will go to this stage of yoga, what we call prem yoga. Because when we start seeking the self is
No.
basically God.
वो ठीक है. But how today don't take from the main subject. Rajinder, do you want to be in divine union? Which
Yeah.
means मैं प्रभु का हाथ पकड़ते रहूं. मैं प्रभु का हाथ. Divine union means this
पहले
is the
मुझे
sign.
प्रभु को first I have to understand ना प्रभु.
वो तो
The
मतलब
problem is
back
that
to,
problem is that first I have to understand the प्रभु होता क्या है.
so have you not understood?
नहीं, this is not that. नहीं, मैं theoretically बोल रहा हूँ. I'm telling you the theory of it.
No, you tell
But that
me.
means
You tell
after
me.
the self
You tell me.
when you are self-realized, when you get self-realization, then only you will come
Rajinder,
to a stage of
I'm asking.
nothingness. Nothing.
No, I'm asking you the question. I'm asking Rajinder. How do you develop a divine union? How do you, Rajinder, develop a divine union? Tell us your
Divine.
personal experience.
My personal experience is that I have reached to a stage that everything what I am pursuing is basically God. Everything what I am seeing,
Very good.
my family, my everybody, my everything, even chai pita tha abhi mein to I was just laughing and that's it is God that what I am doing. No, I find
Very good.
God in everything. So I
Very
think
good.
it is that I am leading to the
You
divine union.
You stick to this practical example. It will help everybody.
Yeah.
Krishna
Yes.
Krishna,
Basically,
Krishna. You know, 1 minute. Yesterday, I met a girl in the YPO talk in Zimbabwe. She has written a book by Dina Gohel. You can look up the book. It's called The Girl and the Fly. She has written a book called The Girl and the Fly. She was saying, I was drinking a cup of chai, and when I was drinking a cup of chai, a fly came flying straight into the cup. And she says, I took a tissue paper and took out the fly, and it was like dead, and it dried, and then it started moving its wing. And then she says, I took it and I dried it, and I took it outside the door, and I kept it there. She says in her own words, the fly looked at me. The fly looked at me, and after looking at me, it flew away. And just like it told her, see you in the next birth. Now, it's just a book she told me. I was giving a talk. So she came and she was appreciating the talk in Zimbabwe. You know, I'm in Africa. I'm coming back from Africa today. Chidanand is favorite from, I think he goes very often to Africa. So the point is how she saw divinity in a fly. So what Rajendra is saying, what in my words, I would say what you are telling me is, Prabhu to hai har jagah, har shay mein wo hai, koi jagah na jahan wo nahi hai, fly में भी वो है और चाय में भी वो है, fly में भी वो है और चाय में भी वो है, सब कुछ वही है, सब कुछ वही है. So this is your way of divine union. I want each of you to give example. Chidanand and Raji. I want this example. Chidanand, what is your way? How do you remain in divine union?
Shivam Guruji,
Sure.
my way is basically what you instructed, to be in silence. Moment I started practicing silence, immediately got the grasping of being in divine union.
Beautiful. See now, see, everybody is giving a different way. Can you see? Rajendra is giving different way. Krishna is giving different way. Chidanand is giving different way. Now, what Chidanand is telling is this: when I cut off the noise, I hear the divine voice. What Chidanand is saying: when I cut off the noise, I hear the divine voice. My dear friends, today is the day where we are talking of how can we be in divine union. And before I go to the flight, I will give you my method of being in divine union. But thank you, Chidanand, Raji, Yogini, Samatma, Rekha. Raji, NP?
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
My way is I have completely detached from material world, more in silence and the same thing. I'm more in silence and meditating and trying to hear the inner voice. And I'm trying to more live in present, forgetting all the past and future. Started thinking about future, and I have cut off the past. So trying to live in present, in consciousness.
And what is the first thing you said?
I detached from material world completely.
So you know what
Completely
Raji is telling?
detaching.
All the points Raji is telling is saying, I am trying to live in consciousness. What is this detachment? Detachment is consciousness. Nothing is mine. Nobody is mine. Because the moment there is attachment, there is misery. The moment there is attachment, we become miserable. So Raji's way, how to develop a divine union, is to be in consciousness. So Raji, do you know the meaning of being in consciousness? What is the meaning?
Yes.
What is the meaning?
Yes. Without no mind and ego. And
beautiful. So Raji says, I still the mind. I still the mind. I kill the mind. I still the mind. Raji's method is I still the mind. I kill the mind. Because I still the mind, I'm detached.
That I learned from you only, from here, from this call only. How to still the mind and kill the mind.
I don't teach anything. SIP teaches you. I don't teach anything. I don't know anything. What I can teach you? Even yesterday when I was speaking 1 hour, I did not know what I'm speaking, but SIP was speaking. So good. Raji, thank you. Raji has given us her example. Yogini, Samatma, Rekha. Yogini, how can we develop a divine union? Yes.
Sir, I had asked you once during this talk that how to always be in union with God, because I'm mostly slipping away. So you told me that you wear a white kerchief on your hand. So it will remind you all the time that you are in yoga. You cannot
show
slip
this.
in
Show
yoga.
everybody. Who else is on the call like this? Who else is on the call who has put white band example like this? See, everybody has got your own unique way. You notice? Krishna says, I am not Krishna. I am Krishna. And Rajendra says, I see God everywhere. Chidanand says, silence. And Raji says, consciousness. Yogini says, white hand. White rumal bandya. Because in the rumal, when you tie, then it says, Sanson ki mala mein simro mein ka naam. How can you be in that state of beautiful? Very good, Yogini. Samatma. But I will give you my way in the end. I will give you, before I end, I will give my way. Samatma. Samatma.
Really, I want to give 2 examples.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Really, previously, I did not like to be alone. I always wanted to be with people. Means I want to be surrounded with people. Now I started liking being with myself because I like to be in silence. So that is the time I can go within myself and be in silence. So I started loving my own company. so that I can achieve my goal. And the second thing, what I want to tell you is, first time when you sang that song, Machhar Mein Bhi Prabhu Hai, I found it very funny. Like, I said, Machhar Mein Bhi Prabhu Hai, how to see this? But then I said, let me try it. And this is a live example. In Mumbai, there are lots of mosquitoes in the rains. And in this rains, though there are mosquitoes, still now no mosquito has bitten me. They don't even come and trouble me. Then I changed my way of looking at them.
That's another song. I forgot that song you taught me today. Machhar mein bhi prabhu hai, makhi mein bhi prabhu, madhumakhi. I forgot that song. Today you are reminded me. फूल में भी प्रभु है, फल में भी प्रभु, अफ्रीका में प्रभु है, अमेरिका में प्रभु, जूम कॉल में भी प्रभु है, लाउंज में भी प्रभु, हर जगह प्रभु है. So see, it's very beautiful. I'm telling you, to be able to see Prabhu in a makhi. The girl yesterday, remember she wrote a book, The Girl and the Fly. Dina Gohil. I have not checked Google, but I remember the name. I don't know what she has written. I'm just telling you how she saw divinity when a fly came into the chai. So beautiful. Samatma says, I see Prabhu even in a makhi. Machhar, sorry. Machhar mein bhi Prabhu hai, makhi mein bhi Prabhu. Thank you, Samatma. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
The question is, how often do you all break the divine union? My biggest problem was I was in yoga, bhoga, yoga, bhoga, yoga, yoga, bhoga, yoga, yoga, bhoga, bhoga, yoga, bhoga, yoga, bhoga. That was my problem. Then I changed to yoga, 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 yoga. There is now no bhoga, only there is yoga. So this divine union, how do you keep the divine union? Rekha, Girish, Ashok. Rekha, Girish, and Ashok. Rekha, unmute. I also want to quickly ask you all, sometimes when we have a call like that 5:30, how inconvenient it is, because I was going to cancel the call. So I just, before we end the call, tell me it's okay, not a problem, or many of you had a great problem in coming at 5:30, because I had two options, to cancel the call or to prepone the call. So I decided to prepone the call. Yes, okay, Rekha.
Shivoham Mayor.
Shivoham.
For me, it's my bhajans and surrender. I have learned to surrender because I am nothing. I have my bhajan, which is Jo Prabhu ke yog mein sada jeeta. Then all my fears, anxiety, all I surrender to Lord.
Beautiful. So Rekha's answer is bhajan. Another, see, can you see everybody is giving a different answer? Don't think there's only one way to have the divine union. Rekha is saying my way of divine union is Jo Prabhu ke yog mein sada जीता ना डरता वो ना चिंता वो करता प्रभु तो साथ हमेशा है शांति में जीता प्रभु साथ. Okay, good, Girish. Thank you, Girish and Ashok Chotwan.
Thank you, Mayor.
Girish, unmute. Girish, unmute.
When thoughts try to drag me towards samsara, I flip from mind to consciousness.
Good. Good. So Girish says I use the trick of flipping, jumping. Ta-dang, ta-dang. Because you have to have some method. So Girish's method is ta-dang. Every time thought comes and pulls me, I say, so Girish, in Africa, one thing people loved, what I gave them is the coin. I gave the coin, mind to consciousness. You have the coin with you? You must take the coin. So in Africa, they love the coin. I gave in Africa how to flip product. And so the mind will kill you. But so what do we say? Kill the mind before the mind kills you, which means you have to flip. And the flip has to happen in your head. Because when you are in mind state, there can be no divine union. You will be in bhoga. There will be fear, worry, stress, anxiety, desire, passion, lust. When you go into consciousness state, you are in आनंदा सच्चित आनंदा सत्य के चित्त में रहना हमें मृत्यु को दूर हमें करना सत्य के चित्त में रहना है. Beautiful. Thank you, Girish.
Sir, there is
Yes,
another
continue.
method. Another method I saw in WhatsApp status today. While enjoying the pleasures of the world, not to forget the purpose.
Beautiful. This WhatsApp was taken in Ethiopia. I am now going to fly. I'm going to fly to Addis Ababa. I like the name Addis Ababa. Oh, Baba, Addis Ababa. So in Addis Ababa, the lady gave me coffee. So I took the status having coffee. Ethiopian coffee is very good. One thing I like to have in a Zoom call is always coffee. But Ethiopian coffee tastes like toffee, which means it has got very special flavor. So this coffee, I was having the coffee and I took status. The status is, even when you're enjoying pleasure, don't forget your purpose. I don't tell any of you to give up pleasure. Have I told any of you to give up pleasure? But when you're enjoying pleasure, don't sink in the false treasure. It looks like a treasure, gold, diamonds, all this. Don't sink. The pleasure must not put pressure and put you into the treasure, thinking that you're going to treasure. Actually, there will be seizure. Because you will cease in the pleasure, there will be seizure. You'll be finished. So keep your feet on the street. Huh? Just like a table is stable, you should also be stable. Okay. क्या बोल रहे हैं? Ashok Chotwani. Thank you, Girish. Girish gave 2 examples.
To develop divine union, I am seeing sip in each and everyone, and also realize Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram.
Every beautiful.
Sip.
Continue.
Every beautiful in this world is sip.
So see, Chotwani's example is again different. What Chotwani says? Chotwani says, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. I see everything beautiful as divine. I don't see the beauty, I see the divinity. So sometimes when I was seeing something very divine, I told myself, I don't see the bone and skin. I see the divine within. Even when I'm in an act of samsara, I don't lose my Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So in that song, Chotwani, you know what the song says? Phool hai sundar, titli sundar, panchi bhi sundar hai, बादल सुंदर, पहाड़ भी सुंदर, जग में जो दिखता है अति सुंदर, ये सुंदरता शिव है, शिव ही तो है Sundaram. Shair is not in the call. Shair last time he said he gave one more paragraph of this. I don't know how many. Who knows the original paragraph? Who knows of this? You know, Chotan, you know the original paragraph of Satyam Shivam Sundaram?
No, not remember.
You must. The original paragraph says, Ramavadh mein, Kashi mein Shiv, Kandha Vrindavan mein, दया करो प्रभु देखूं तुझको, दया करो प्रभु देखूं तुझको, हर घर के आंगन में राधाओं है शरणमो, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So this is very beautiful. Okay, we will end. Rajinder, quick comment, and then I'm going to give my closing comment. Rajinder, thank you, Chotan.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Rajinder, quick comment.
Sir, quickly, sir. This is my personal thing. I am telling you, sir. I seldom lose my consciousness now. That means I am with SIP always. Now, because
Very
I had only one distraction, that was my spouse, which I already told you that. Because I have not been able to teach her that what is body, what is mind, what is intellect, what is awareness. So I was just telling her how the mind comes to distract my awareness and intellect, the bond between the awareness and intellect, how it comes sometimes after 3 days, 4 days, 6 days. That means for 6 days I remain in awareness, that I remain with the divine. This is I'm telling you the truth, sir.
It is a tragedy if our spouse will lock us in the house. It is a tragedy if our
But she's understood
spouse.
now. She's understood now. She's understood now. Now
See, the
I
problem
stay
is this.
upstairs. She stays downstairs.
No, you can have the spouse in the house,
Ne-
but you should not. But you should not lose the divine connection.
I would
I
not.
always.
That is why
Okay.
sir.
So, my dear friends,
It,
I'm closing by giving you this. How do I develop a divine union? I've told you this many times before. I start my day with dhyana yoga. I do bhakti yoga. I get into karma yoga. I do jnana yoga. And the rest of the time I'm in prema yoga. So how many fingers we have got? Premchidji, how many fingers we have got?
5.
We have got 5 fingers. 5 fingers reminds me of dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, prema yoga. All the time I am in the yoga. There is no bhoga. This bhoga is disappeared. Earlier, when there was no prema yoga, I failed. What changed my life? What changed my life was prema yoga. Prema yoga made my divine union complete. Without prema yoga, I was only doing dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, and there was bhoga. There was bhoga. Now the bhoga is gone and prema yoga came. So, my dear friends, my suggestion to you, while you all are using one method, if you want to be in divine union, use all 5 fingers. Spend time in dhyana yoga. Like Rekha, do bhakti yoga. Dhyana yoga, Chidanand. Bhakti yoga, Rekha. Karma yoga, nobody said, but Mother Teresa. Dhyana yoga. I don't know anybody said it, but it's like we are all in the Dhyana yoga in the Zoom call. And Prema yoga, in which it says, है ये आस्था मुकम्मल तुम ही हो जीवन में मेरे और कुछ नहीं हो कन कन मेरा तुम बस तुम ही हो और कुछ भी आए जगह नहीं हो मेरे तन मन में मुकम्मल तुम ही हो बस एक तुम ही हो. Use bhakti. The other thing which I tell myself is what? मेरे चित्त में और ख्याल में तुम बस तुम ही हो एक पल भी ऐसा नहीं जिसमें तुम नहीं हो तुम मेरा सब कुछ तुम मेरी जान हो तुम हो तो मैं हूँ तुम बिन नहीं हो कुछ भी नहीं हो कहीं दूर पे तुम तो नहीं हो दिल के अंदर हो तुम मेरे पास हो सब कुछ तुम ही हो. My dear friends, thank you for coming at this 5:30 unusual call. We have many people on the call. Few people are missing. I think about 10 people are missing. But it's better than canceling the call, I'm sure. And if you all would like to send me, then, I don't know, sometimes some people are busy in the morning, some people are busy in the afternoon. I was going to have the call in the morning, but then I said maybe morning will be very difficult since people are working. So do give me your feedback on this. And now, if I don't want to miss the flight, I have to bow down to you and take your leave. And we will see you tomorrow at 8 at Sunday Open House. Bow down to you.